Good evening, everyone. Uh, I hope my voice is audible and screen is visible to everyone. Like to extend my welcome to all the attendees, those who have recently using or adopted 3D Experience platform along with the SolidWorks. Okay, so this session will take you through the what's new enhancements are coming in SolidWorks 2025 and some deep dive insights along with that. We'll see further. So, without any further ado, let me just do a quick round of introduction. My name is Swapnil Patil. I am industry process consultant in 3D Experience Works brand within Dassault Systems. So, let me just move forward towards the webinar. We'll see one video along with that. Let me see for the sound.
Proteus Motion is a sports science lab in a box machine. We've proven through various laboratory testing that the muscle activation you get from three-dimensional resistance compared to existing methods produces much more muscle activation, giving you a more efficient workout. Anytime you move the machine, it directly opposes your motion. The hardware takes a lot of CAD, and the CAD is really where SolidWorks comes in. We needed surface modeling, we needed more advanced features, we needed Hole Wizard, we needed things like that. We were in COVID times. I found out about the 3D Experience version of SolidWorks at that point. And once I saw what was being built, I was like, okay, this is exactly what we need. We needed some type of cloud-based platform, and that it's running SolidWorks is the best of both worlds.
We got really good at being able to work together remotely through the platform. It's great to be able to open up design together, look through it, and kind of go through everything live. The capabilities of SolidWorks are pretty limitless for us in terms of the modeling, the drawing, of course, and then the management side of things.
Something that's available in SolidWorks that helps to alleviate the stress of my day would be being able to manage that lifecycle stuff right from the side panel. So I'm in a model and I can make a change, I can save it, I can get that little check mark that it's saved to the cloud, and I can let Paul know, like, hey, model's good, and then he's got every up-to-date change that I've made in the last 5-10 minutes on that model.
We needed rendering capabilities and FEA capabilities.
FEA simulation has definitely been a huge help for us. As you can imagine, and having professional athletes on this machine, it undergoes a lot of force.
There's probably 300 unique parts in this, and then each one is used multiple times. So with simpler CAD platforms, that just breaks them, and then it also gets really confusing with mates and constraints and things like that, which is kind of another reason why I liked SolidWorks, is it worked much better with larger assemblies than kind of what we were using beforehand.
It's just been that much easier with my collaboration with Paul, especially those drawings in the beginning, getting those done as fast as possible so that we can really start working with an external manufacturer.
When I think about where Proteus is going next, I, one, see a continued growth of machines across the country. I also see the ability for us to make some really cool design changes to it that we haven't been able to focus on just because small team. SolidWorks is going to help us in that journey and seeing how they play out on the product through the model.
We're always going to make improvements, even things down to like our packaging and how the user experience of unboxing it gets. All of those things we design in SolidWorks, it's going to have a huge effect on everything for us moving forward for getting a better customer experience.
So, yeah, we'll move forward with this particular customer product only, that is Proteus. Okay, we'll see about the new enhancement in SolidWorks design as well as in 3D Experience Works. So let's see. We'll first start with the SolidWorks design. So almost there are 200 enhancements and performance updates that are going to deliver within this particular year, and all those are summed up, and we have created one new version, that is SolidWorks 2025 XGA, and all the uh, performance related things or some new enhancements that are coming from the customer sides, that all are involved particularly in this version. Let's start first with parts. We'll cover today about parts assembly, drawing, collaboration, rendering, all these topics. Okay. I'm sure that I will not able to cover all those things in detail. Okay, but I will try to make sure that I hope you will get the idea that particular feature how you can utilize in particular your application. Okay, you can relate those things. Okay, so we'll move forward first with the parts. So as yeah, cosmetic thread performance as this applies to the parts like with larger number of the cosmetic threads like greater than I can say 1,000. So for multi-body parts or a sheet metal parts, when we are opening a part, creating or editing that particular feature, for example, as I can take bolt or something in which the number of triangles are more, so when we are updating those features, when we are rebuilding those features, it was taking so much time in that particular things. If especially when your assembly are containing more than 2,000 or 3,000 parts in that, you have this type of cosmetic thread related parts. Okay, so this applies to those particular assemblies. Like you can see, we have tested this thing and we have increased the performance for this thing. We have included ZUp, as you can like observe within 2024 some of the FDs that already we can select as a YUp. So here now it's a one more option to select a YUp or ZUp when creating a new parts or assemblies. Flexibility for like you can see for you are when you are creating a model, the part modeling or some assembly, at that time you can select Z up or Y up, the axis based on that you want to uh, go for a model. Okay, so now you can create your own ZUp templates also using the default as a base, and the new orientation like section is presented in the units and dimensions also. So yeah, from there you can change chamfer selection accelerator toolbar. Uh, you have to enable this in the chamfer property manager. It's by default it's off. Okay, you can enable it. Similarly, to the fillet selection accelerator toolbar also. So yeah, it can spend you can spend less time in detailing or more on design side. Either to select one by one edges, you can select a multiple edges at a time. Okay, afterwards you can see for a defeaturing of the parts for single and multi-body parts, okay, can be linked to the parent part. This was previously only available for assemblies only. So simplification methods like you can do bounding box or you can create a cylinder, polygon outline. Okay, so create a highly simplified like for recognizable representation. So you can use this defeature thing in part modeling, and it can help to protect your intellectual property also. We'll move forward with this thing only. So yeah, as I already told about the graphic triangle and cosmetic thread, like triangles are used to approximate like curve faces for displaying a component, or else you can see as I have taken example for bolt. Okay, so component that contains more curve faces also requires more triangle, and therefore there's a higher impact on the performance. So as we can see the picture, beside this context, there is a sheet metal part with multiple curvature. So yeah, in this type of body, you will get those graphic triangle in more number of quantity. So one way you can reduce the triangle count by adjusting the image quality, or else now you will get better performance in that particular terms. Then smooth variable size fillets that will improve the algorithm to create the smooth continuously blended faces. Uh, like right now also for a viewing purpose you can select that edge based or without edge based. But yeah, for giving you a experience, like to create for a smooth fillet, you can have it now in 2025. Deleting the rollback features, those are suppressed, okay, those are rolled back, okay. So you can delete after rolling back your features in feature tree, okay, of part modeling. Auto repair sketch relations and dimensions for 2D sketch, as uh, you can observe, you will have some dangling dimensions with yellow mark or some red marks, this error, okay. So all those things you can repair now with a single click, okay. You have it in if you click on the right side button, you will get that particular option. After that, measure projected area. You can measure the area of curve surface also on a selected plane, and you can streamline also the difficult workflow. So we'll see now, move forward. Like if I can say, you can convert your mesh to BREP, like I can say extension. Let's discussion like some of the like Zorox 25, we can now automatically convert this meshes, okay, into BREP format, like superior, more compatible geometry, okay. SolidWorks now imports, now it can import 3MF beam lattices as a parasolid lattice or a graphic mesh or a wireframe, okay. So you can import those things and you can convert them into the mesh geometry. Pattern reference geometry, you can create a linear or circular patterns of planes and axes also, uh, with like I can say, and move or copy bodies has now been enhanced to allow the equations, configurations, and dimension flipping. That means you can do your you can say modeling based on equations or a standardization, that how you are doing. If you want to do any correction or a customization after modeling, you can do easily with the equations and the configuration that you have already set in initial stage. Finally, curve through XYZ points now gives us the option to start at a user defined coordinate system. Okay, you can define those in your numerical value. We can convert them entities as construction geometry as well, saving several extra button clicks also. As you can see in a right hand side picture also, in object, we can create the XYZ points in coordinate system, and you can create that particular sketch on that plane. Okay. So moving forward, we'll see for assemblies now. Performance evaluation tool in Sorax 2025 now, it includes several new results, like to help to understand areas of your assemblies that may be causing degradation in performance. Previous version, like a reference, gives you a count of any files that have not been saved to your current version, and often recommend step when upgrading your SolidWorks to a new major release. Users can open the reference file to see the location of each out of date component, and graphic triangle components counts are also included in this report, highlighting like parts with more than 5,000 triangles, as I already mentioned earlier in one of my slide. So if you are working with this much graphic display triangle, okay, so that you will get within assembly, okay. So shortcut location, like to easily open and edit a high triangle count components, okay. With that you can get all those things from performance evaluation tool. Speed pack, like create a speed pack configuration, being like one of those options that creates a lightweight graphical presentation of your assembly. And the new in SolidWorks 2025 is like speedback configuration can be built at the top level, assembly can be created dramatically. It will streamline the process needed to leverage this performance focused feature. And last, we'll see last design mode, that is LDR. Breadcrumbs selections are now supported in LDR. Might be some of the industries are using this and some are not. It's like those industries, those are indulge with the machinery industries, those who are having some like CNC model, or I can say some whole automation plant. If you are designing for them, it's very much important to use large design review mode for reviewing. Just opening the top level in large LDR mode for short time period opens in just a few seconds, and it also introduces the support for the component preview window. Great feature for investigating the geometry directly in a second integrated window within your design session. So in 2025 now introduces a table that automatically complies display state information for each component in the assembly and each display state that has been created, so that you will get a whole report over there. This allows a like users to manage the display states along with the ease by simply by toggling the components and components on and off from each of the column of the display state and the respective row. So we'll get all those reflecting into the feature tree also. So you can relate those things along with the list. Changes can be seen in a real time, like by applying the update, and once complete, click the OK to save. So here we see a handful of open documents in this session of SolidWorks in 2025. Users can now create the document groups that recall all the open documents during a given session. So let's close everything out and take a look at how this works, and we'll see one more uh, upgradation, or you can enhancements with the assemblies. How we can see about the copy with mats and ZIA workflows. So yeah, copy with mats is a useful tool that to carry over the components and the referencing mats. Usually it's happened with the standard mats, but now it's available in advanced mats and like a mechanical mat also. So such as like slot mat and all those things, gear mat. So in that you can use copy with mats also. Y-up and Z-up, as I already told, workflows are available when creating a new parts and assemblies. Watch as the trigger moves from Y-up to Z-up, and the default planes have now been renamed accordingly. Okay, so you can use these things for better part modeling. So let's see, move forward. Visualization includes a 3D experience connected attributes. Okay, where you will get, if you have the sort of desktop, you will have the cloud services along with that. So you can include those attributes, connected attributes. Okay, you will get colors to be defined for a specific value, or some additional property support. Along with that, subassembly origin control, you can control the subassembly's origin also, even if you are working in a main assembly. There you will get the option like reuse the parent assembly origin or use the origin of the first selected component. If you want to make your first selected part or component want to make a default, you can select the other option or manually select the subassembly origin if you want to select manually. So we'll get those options from 2025. Under constraint folder indicator, if you have some under construct constrained the sketches, okay, that blue color lines, okay, will get highlighted with the dash symbol in your assembly. Okay, as you can see in a picture, in bracket you will get a dash symbol in front of monitor, battery, routing. That means you have some under constraint things in that particular assembly. So sketch color at assembly level, if you are sketching something within assembly, if you want to edit that sketch color, you can do now in 2025. Reorganize the component property manager. If you want to reorganize that components, if you want to move, you can move to the designated assembly you have. to select the components which you want to move, then the destination of that assembly, and if some warnings or some features that are getting affected due to this action, you will get those warning below of the table. Okay, so if you are okay with that, you just have to click on green mark and you can move ahead with those things. So assembly mass property performance, you can get a calculation of the mass property for the assemblies by utilizing previously calculated values for parts and bodies that you will get at your you can say in your kg or whatever units you want. Okay, and that units are by default here you will get as per standards of India. Okay, so we'll see now moving forward for the drawings and MBD. What all new enhancement came in drawing, and like I can say in SolidWorks 2025 we now have the option to ability to reload the drawings, and with this option user can revert to the last saved version on the disk with a single click. So there's no longer any need to close this drawing without saving and then reopen it. So, and the dialog box appears to highlight any potential loss of changes. Okay, so we'll get that option. This might helpful for everyone like who are working on a peak time of manufacturing release. So of course, keeping your drawings up to date with the latest standard is of the utmost importance. So the surface finish symbol options have been updated in accordance with ISO 21920 standard, and using a save style speed ups the process of your adding repeated annotations. uh, the export view as a block. This new option to export the drawing view as a blocks helps make it easier to edit the drawings and 2D programs. You just create that particular view as a block and you can move it all, and you can give the annotations or dimensions to it. Okay, as per like as you we can observe those things like in draft site. Often when opening the drawings and 2D CAD programs, first thing users would have to do is select all the individual entities for each view to generate the blocks. So now you can export those views directly into the block. This new option will eliminate that steps for the users and making it much easier and smoother to go for SolidWorks drawing to DXF and DWG. So that's what you will get a bomb quantity override. For detailed cut list in a bomb, there is now an option to use the specified bomb quantity in weldment property. So you can override those quantities also. Uh, these all things are generally like when you are working on manufacturing drawings, these small things can save your huge time. Going forward, MBD is now an add-in like many of the other popular additional tools. The simple checkbox makes it easier to activate and deactivate the license, so they can be shared between the users. If you have one license and if you want to share with multiple users, now it's added as an add-in also. Okay, so this is a great enhancement. Then afterwards, dimension from the features ability to like you can see create a team expert dimensions from the sketch and feature dimensions. So yeah, as usually we are using the model item dimension feature, and drafter feature ability to add the size and angle dimensions together for drafter features via wedge. So you will get those things, and final enhancement for MBD like it's to do with the export functionality for step 242 files. So now there are two additional settings, one for splitting periodic faces like cones and cylinders into a multiple faces, and one for exporting a face and edge properties. So both of these settings aim to provide better fidelity when using the exported files in other applications like for mold design, simulations, and more. So yeah, this is also a great enhancement. Going forward, let's see how we can collaborate with our stakeholders, or we can say as a team in collaboration. We'll get a quick tours now for the new users. This is very much useful that they can get a quick tour or quickly learn the 3D experience concept. You'll get a 3D swim integration. You can chat and collaborate right from the server's template only. Okay. You don't have to change your screen from SolidWorks to 3D experience. You don't have to log in within a Chrome browser and to do. You can do right from the SolidWorks screen only. Okay. So update the notification. Ensure you will always working with the latest design. You will get notified within that 3D experience task pane that you can get within a sort of screen. And drawing approval stamps automatically fill out the drawing approvals based on the design workflows, and you will get a PDM add-ins also within a Xerox connected, whether you want to work with PDM or else you want to work with the cloud. So bookmark editor access your design data regardless of where you on your dashboard. Like you can see, you can get all those data how we are getting from bookmark editor, that is from cloud. Okay, and the way we are saving our data on windows, that is like within a C drive or D drive or E drive, that is collaborative space for us, and the folders that you are creating within a drive is the bookmark editor. Okay, so this is just for explaining to you guys that how we are using the terminology, so you can compare those things. So history, the robust traceability of easily available in your user interface, the history of the work that has been done on that particular part or assembly. Okay, who have done that work. Okay, when, so you will get those detail. Okay, let's see the first new enhancement, that is a quick tools. So these are easy way to expose the new users. Like I can see the concepts of the 3D experience, like an interface overview, how to save to the platform and how to open from the platform. So all those things that can be benefited from quick tools. This guided tool provides the tools for tips each and every button steps and expose the users to different types of concepts like bookmarks, collaborative space, locking and unlocking onto the cloud. So once completed, they can choose to go through the next quick tour, or it's a great way to expose the users to platform concepts right from the start. So yeah, if they want to repeat, they can repeat, or else they can start with their work. Next new enhancement that I was seeing, that is the inclusion of the 3D swim right from the server's task pane. This provides both community access as well as the chat conversation. It takes full advantage of the sharing capability. So users can post files to this conversation and can receive the markups back from the other stakeholders. Users can stay connected with their colleagues and co-workers without ever leaving the SolidWorks. So this can be a very much useful tool for minimizing the miscommunication things that have execution. With the design change made here, we have taken some person like as a Debbie and Eric. So some design change has been made by Debbie, and Eric is notified that his local cache is out of date. So when he refresh, recognize save user's local cache is out of date. So notification will pop up. So this new enhancement provides the clear visibility to what models have changed and need to be reloaded. So it ensures that you will work on a latest design that it might get changed within a period when you have last accessed, and now you are accessing in between. So with that notification, you will get a latest design, and then afterwards you can start working on it. So also new this year is the ability, like as I told already, ability to stamp multiple approvals on the drawings for customers who are utilizing a formal approval process as a route management, where we are seeing multiple people need to review and approve a drawing. So these approvals are now automatically to the drawing title block and provide the clear traceability along with the dates. Sort of experience that I was now supported, like I was telling, as a adding now connected for sort of connected users. So this is a great enhancement for the customers who value the license and the deployment capabilities of the sort of connected, but want to leverage for data management as a existing sort of PDM environment as a data management solution. So, and you can still benefit from the secure collaboration by sharing your designs with the others, allowing them to view and mark without installing a viewer also. So by using a 3D play application, he can that user can view within a mobile or tablet or laptop anywhere. Okay, in a word, it's a great enhancement that provides the flexibility of choice to your customers. Okay, so the user can provide the feedback also. Okay, so all those capabilities are involved within this 3D play application. On the web, users can now access their files regardless of where they are on their dashboard, like 3D Drive, 3D Space, Part Supply, and Bookmark Editor. All can be accessed from the main dashboard toolbar. So you can create your dashboard customized based on your work environment, okay, your priority, things which are important for you. You can create a dashboard accordingly. Yeah. So, please. So, yeah, so here you can see how Megan was getting the data from the cloud and is previewing in a 3D Navigate application without opening the SolidWorks. Okay, moving forward. Finally, you can access those information panel on your design, and you will have a robust history. Uh, as I have already told, that you will get a history who all had did like changes when, where. Okay, so we'll get those particular history, maturity status, user, modified time, and who had that person name also. Okay, so all those things you will get. Okay, so this provides you the traceability that's easily accessed from the user interface. Finally, moving forward for the rendering. Now you will get API access to visualize. Now you should forget about photo view 360. We are moving as a digitally with the cloud as the technology is moving forward. So we are now coming up with the visualize. As you can see, sort of visualize like API access you will get, and now enable like allowing for customized access to the rendering process. Okay, similar way you can create, you can set your camera, your focal point, your lights, all those things, your environment, background environment to you can create those things within us visualize also. So fast mode and boosting mode, like as a fast rendering mode and a boost mode are enabled now in SolidWorks 25, have been modernized with improvements in compatibility and performance point of view. And faded floor, scenic floors can be set to the faded to provide the bounce lightning only, perfect for compositing or isolating the renders. Okay, so this is just for giving you a background or effect to your image. Okay, now you can export to GITF extension. Okay, so this is greater compatibility. Like if we see with the industrial standard, that is with the 3D formats such as GITF, they generally recommend those things. So now you can export to this particular extension with Visualize. I'll get this in sort of 2025. So rendering like your CAD designs for your website or your for presentation is a great way to capture the attention of the viewers. So we'll see with this video, like for users just looking to the sweep of their models. Okay, with like I can see uh, with the little efforts, Visualize 2025 unlocks access to the API, and this allows you to the customize a house or works interface with its favorite rendering tool, like for not only these things, like for not for marketing and a presentation, but if you want to give to the shop floor guy for assembly guide, okay, you can create the video also, assembly video for the reference. Okay, you can, like here you can see in this particular picture, you can see the whole assembly or exploded view of that assembly, so that any shop floor guy can get an idea. Okay, so all those things you can create by using Visualize. So regular users of Visualize like enjoy the number of the key improvements. Setting up the complex views can be a challenge while rendering in the real time, but with the 2025 increasing the productivity with a newly redesigned a fast mode that I was telling, a boost mode based on the modern architecture. So this makes setup even more nimble and in many cases final renderings as well. The higher the resolution, the more benefit there is to be found. So making squinting to set up a small images and the things of the past. So you can create, you can adjust the floor and the camera angle. Okay, all those things you can adjust within a screen, and you can create this scenery pictures for your presentations. So this is what where you will get some all those machine name or file details related things, and you will get that boost mode available. So rendering images like with the transparency, you can here, as I already told, like you can adjust lightning or shadow, lightning structure, camera structure. Okay, size, or you can say the ratio of the image. All those things you can set up from right side pane, and you will get all those details. How much rendering your CPU taking the graphics related data, that you will get all those things below over there. So yeah, you can remove the background and you can create this type of images, and you can set it up on any background or any images. Okay, like here we have taken this fitness related thing, so we have set up in a gene like environment. Okay, so yes, you can create that type of particular images, and you can set background accordingly based on your product or a CAD design. So for advanced users, like formats like GITF is a great way to create the interactive way for 3D. Okay, so for web-based mobile and presentation. So Visualize 2025 has continued to embrace this format, and you will find much greater visual consistency when using this particular format. So you can leverage with the DSPBR format also. So this results into a fluid process when receiving the data from other sources and exporting data from the customer content and collaborative projects when you are working on the multiple stakeholders. So generally for that particular scenario, this might be helpful for the customers and for the users. Okay. So yeah, moving forward, we'll see about the some new enhancement that came in a cloud, that is unified solution. We'll see about more things related to governance, manufacturing, and we'll also do a launching. You might right now you are just aware about SolidWorks Standard, SolidWorks Professional, SolidWorks Premium, but now from 2025 we are launching SolidWorks Ultimate. What all features will get in SolidWorks Ultimate? So yeah, this is new for everyone. So please stay tuned and let's see how much things are getting covered in SolidWorks Ultimate and how you can take the benefit of those features. Once if I say this is just related to the collaboration, other than the design, other than the manufacturing, what all things we are doing in between the project execution, like project planning, the collaboration between the multiple cross-functional departments, all those things get covered into a this uh, governance part. That is that with that we can manage all the projects simultaneously. Okay, so first we'll see about the project planner role and product release engineer. So with the project planner, you can create the defined projects to help the teams efficiently collaborate on the task, day-to-day task or the project related task. Establish the clear timelines. Okay, you can connect the task and the milestones. Okay, that you have created that in this particular project you will have that particular milestone. Like if I say first you have to do the benchmarking, then afterwards concept design, then afterwards once concept design is done, then afterwards we'll do about the part modeling, considering DFMA, DFM and DFA and all those manufacturing related things. By keeping in mind, after that you will do efficient design from cost point of view, from manufacturing point of view, from feasibility point of view. So yeah, all those things are getting considered into a milestones. Then we'll see for optimization, product release engineer. You can personalize your BOM views. Okay, when you are releasing your product, you can manage your revisions. You can update the product maturity status, and you can control the product structures. So all those things you can do along with the project planner and the product release engineer. You can see in this video here, I'm managing the task for Bowhead RX related project. You can create the project, you can create the milestones, you can give the deadlines of that particular milestones, and you can connect on the all the related project related task and all the team members that are working on that project. And afterwards, while releasing, you'll get all this bomb related structure. If you want to reuse, if you want to release, if you want to do some new revision of that part, you can do right from the web based browser only. You no need to open SolidWorks and you have to do again the assembly and all those things. So we'll get a preview within a 3D Play application. So this is very much useful using the design, and especially when you are using your previous design and you are changing only some of their parts from existing design. So moving forward, we'll see architect role and change manager role. Product architect is like visualize the product structures in your browser, navigating the components with interactive selections. You can modify the existing or create a new product structure. Okay, focusing on the data reuse, as I already told. Position new CAD data within your browser. So all those things you can do with the product architect role. You can view, you can see all the product feature tree. Okay, if you want now working for change request, that is like ECN, ECR, that is what we are saying in engineering change request, engineering change node. So change request can create directly integrated into SolidWorks CAD sessions. So analyze the overall impact of the change, You can grade the overall impact of the change, automate the creation of the new versions, revisions, and the branches to align with the change action. Change action can come from any department, from manufacturing, from vendor, from customer, from anywhere, and you can do that particular analyze the overall change. Okay, so this is also fully traceable. You can trace all the changes that you made in that particular product. Going to related enhancements. So heard about Delmia and the roles that we have covering up as a shop floor programmer, NC Prismatic and Milton machine programmer, and NC knowledge manager. These are the roles that are covered in 3D Experience SolidWorks, and Delmia turning professional is the entry point for the people doing two-axis milling and turning. So in shops that do milling and turning of prismatic parts, tell me a turning professional is a complete solution. With this offer, you can program both the mills and lathe machine. You can also do pinch turning and other advanced toolpaths. So this offer adds turning and high-speed machining from machining of the hard material or using the small cutters. So key capabilities of these roles are prismatic milling and turning, as you can see in a video, and high speed machining. So all those things you can judge it from the tell me even software only. So we'll get to know about practical. Delmia milling professional is the next step in Delmia's milling offerings, building of shop floor programming. This adds full 5-axis milling, so it gives you a full 5-axis. All of the Delmia CAM offerings come with the ability to view a virtual twin of your machining cell. Since the machine representation on your screen matches the machine kinematics on your shop floor. So all of the Delmia offerings come with the wire EDM programming. So if you are doing multiple parts, all Delmia CAM also comes with the nesting. So the manufacturability checker app allows users to analyze a part against the kinematics of the machine to see if there are any issues or not. So all those things you can do with the use of Delmia software. We'll see about Delmia milling and turning premium that includes a full suite of Delmia CAM offerings, that is full 5-axis milling as well as advanced turning capabilities. So milling and turning professional or premium also gives the ability to program machining operations utilizing the robotic arm. So this access you will get in a premium. Moving forward, let's see now SolidWorks Ultimate. You just have heard about SolidWorks Standard, Professional, and Premium till now. And from now onwards, we are launching SolidWorks Ultimate. We'll see which, what all applications are covered in this particular thing. So this is up to SolidWorks Ultimate that cover from your idea to collaboration to project execution to manufacturing to your product launching. So the idea that you have in your mind, you can do the concept modeling, you can do free form modeling of that particular idea you have, you can do the part modeling. Then afterwards, you can simulate those things, you can collaborate with your team members, you can manage the projects, you can do the rendering for marketing, and finally you can watch about the manufacturability of that particular part or assembly or the product. So this is in SolidWorks Ultimate, from design to simulate to collaborate to manage to market to manufacture. all those features that we have gone through are covered in SolidWorks Ultimate in a package. So yeah, design related applications. Here you can see SolidWorks Premium along with the 3D Sculptor, 3D Creator, 3D Structure, 3D Sheet Metal, Model Creator. All those are a web-based application with one native application that is SolidWorks Premium are helping you to create a robust and efficient design. Then afterwards, simulation designer, SolidWorks motion analysis, 3D motion creator, and structural designer are helping you to make a smarter decision on every level. So this is about a simulate for collaboration, 3D swimmer, project planner for managing the projects, for doing the communication in between the team. You can create the multiple communities via 3D Swimmer. You can manage a lean team player for. You might in industry if you heard about Kaizen and Lean Six Sigma and all those things. So all those you can manage those activities along with the lean team player role, which will facilitate your teamwork like never before, and you can manage your projects with collaborative industry innovator, product release engineer, and 3D product architect, where you will get a built-in data management tools for marketing, for creating a rendering images. You will get a SolidWorks Visualize, 3D Render, Product Communicator, and 3D Demonstrator. With the help of Product Communicator, you can create a brochure. You can create the whole PPT along with the Visualize created images in SolidWorks Visualize. You can create the whole brochure related thing. You can create the PPTs, all those things with the help of Product Communicator. You can create a stunning visuals with the ease of the applications. So finally, going forward for the manufacturing, that is LC shop floor programmer. You can calculate the time with the world-class CAM solutions. So all those things are getting converted into a SolidWorks Ultimate as a single package where you will get all those things. So this is about the SolidWorks Ultimate and the features that we have seen earlier one by one. Now you can see in a single package that is as a SolidWorks Ultimate. So yeah, this is about SolidWorks. What's new? Let's see one more.
As a startup, speed is really what we need. You need to get products out. It's not like we can delay a month or 2 months or 3 months. When you're venture capital backed, you only have a certain lifeline. You need to get things out of the door. I don't think without the SolidWorks that we would have gotten there. Right now, we're running one simulation package between us, so a lot of our simulation is done with the one person, but all of our ideas are funneled through that. We were having an issue towards the beginning where you think that you've designed something strong enough, but it turns out in actual use, people are hitting that thing way harder than you've expected and way harder than they're supposed to. You just need to find a way to make it stronger. I can throw 3 designs at the wall, Paul can run a quick simulation, and we can see like, all right, that's the wrong direction. This seems to have helped. Let's add a little bit more material here. Let's bridge this gap. It helps to direct your resources. So instead of making 10 different ideas and seeing which one works, I've only made 3, and it's a little bit of time that I've saved.
Being connected really allows us to kind of all just pop in and see what's going on, what the changes are. It allows us to work really efficiently. If we didn't have the platform, it definitely would slow us down in what we're trying to accomplish.
With me being down in Texas and the majority of our engineering team being up in New York, it doesn't matter how far I am. He can see the work that's being done in real time. I found that using 3D experience, I've been able to come up with different design ideas on my own. Let's say we're working on a specific part. I can come up with 10 different ideas, create 10 different revs really fast, give Paul a list of those, and he can just go through systematically and know that each one is saved in the configuration that I wanted. I can make notes of like what those small changes are for him to keep track of in like a revision comment. It adds up, those seconds add up to minutes, and then we're saving time throughout the day. When it clicked for me that this is a viable business and it's a viable product is once we started getting endorsements that we didn't pay people for them, we didn't say like, we'll give you a free thing. I think that was the biggest aha moment for me, that this business and this company really has legs. What excites us as a growing business for the 3D experience platform is just where we've been shown that it will and can go. The scalability of the platform as a whole moving into the future
It was a big draw for us, and I know from experience just using SolidWorks that it's going to be good for us moving forward, but seeing what's going on with 3D Experience platform and how that's growing also gives me added insurance that we made the right decision and they're going to grow with us in the future.
This is all about SolidWorks design along with the unified solution of 3D Experience platform, and about the Proteus customer, that how he is using our solution potentially, and creating the multiple products along with that. I am summing up my today's session. If you have any questions, you can let me know, or else we'll close this.